guys, welcome back to Hospitality Queens with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin,
What's up? It's Whitney.
and welcome back to another episode. We are in December. It is giving hot red chili peppers up in this thing, and it's not just from the Christmas decorations, okay? So, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are all staying safe and having an amazing time in your life. But if you haven't already, please go to YouTube, subscribe to our Hospitality Queens podcast channel so you can see our beautiful faces while we talk to you today.
Yes. Oof, all those things. I like the red hot
Woo.
chili pepper.
It
I like
was
that.
it's piping. It's spicy.
Yeah, it's giving spicy.
It's given spicy, which I like that. I think if you guys listen to us for a while, we always talk about Q4, and it's really gone through a lot of different ups and downs in the last 3 months of the year. And so to end off December with a bang, I'm really liking it. I feel like if you already ready, you don't got to get ready. So at this point, this is just letting you know where you stand as you go into a new year. Can you handle the fire, or is
Mm.
the fire handling you?
Oh, remember that song by this? They were playing this at work. "Can You Stand the Rain" by New Edition.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
And what we mean by that, guys, is just like as life happens, adversity, problems at work, family, friends, life be life, and how are you handling those situations?
Hmm.
Is it taking you down, or are you ready?
Are
Which
you
one?
riding that wave? Are you swag surfing, or are you
I'm
or
definitely
are
swag
you
surfing on
are
them.
you drowning?
Right. I am surfing on them, honey. I mean, you better get me off the waves, honey. I'm surfing on y'all. So I just want to let y'all know what the energy is over here. I feel like I had to tell people how my energy was, like, because I got to meet new people.
Hmm.
And it was just like interesting. They're like, "You are." I said, "No, actually, I am." Like, when people try to tell you who you are, and it felt really good to really, really know yourself, to know
Hmm.
how it is. Like, I'm like, no,
Hmm.
I'm just direct. No, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Nah, that's just what it's gonna be because everybody will have their own opinions because they're not used to your energy level. But when
Hmm.
you get comfortable with your energy level, you can swerve on them
Yeah.
and let them know
Or
who you are.
I was talking to Erin about this earlier, like people having the idea of you or what
Yes.
they think or just because or some people just, it's too because your life is fun and you got to do things that they never got to do or they wish they
Yep.
could do, they judge you
Hmm.
for it. Knowing good and dang on well, they wish they could be having as much fun as you. So people project
Yes.
as well. So stand firm in who you are, and you sometimes you do all the time. You have to let people know who you are, and to not play
Yes.
with you. And that's just on period. What's
Yeah,
your
you have to
affirmations for today?
teach people. Well, we have to teach
Oh,
people how to respect us because we don't just respect isn't just given nowadays, even if you show who you are. So with that being said, I'm going to affirm that I value my mental health. I make decisions that support me getting better in every way, every day. My mental health is a priority, whether you like how I come off or not. If I like it and it doesn't do any harm or negativity to anyone or those around me, we are doing
yes, yes, yes.
good.
We, yes.
We are doing well.
Okay, I'm affirming that I will focus on growth, and I will build the life that I want. So
Love it. Focus.
yes,
Tap into yourselves as we are in a new month. We are ending off the year with a bang, honey. So let the bang be your choice. Let it be your story and let it be what you want. Not what society wants, not what your brother, sister, your cousin, and your job wants. It's about you.
oh, you know that show Big Bang Theory? I never watched it, but I
Oh,
just like that Big Bang. Yeah.
yeah, Big Thing Theory was very like cute and nerdy, like.
Yeah.
I experienced
Working
that.
title, working title.
I love it. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. A lot of things came back. So we started off in the month, or we ended off in November, starting in the beginning of December last week, and I had a really great week in hospitality. I did my first catering again in a while, y'all. If you know, you know. I've been taking a hiatus, and it was beautiful, but I finally went down the boat or whatever and did it, and it was really um I got a lot of chuckles, but in those moments you realize like how life is just going good for you. I got to work with someone that I haven't worked with in a while, but I worked with this person mostly like behind the bar and not necessarily in the catering. And these are two different entities, you guys. Like catering behind a bar is totally different than catering, like bringing everything you need, decorating, plates, silverware, rolls, food, everything. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
totally different beast. Plus, like you're taking it off premise, so you're going to someone else's domain. You don't know what to expect all the time.
Right.
And it's with this particular catering, we don't have like diagrams of the venue ahead of time, so you really have to go in there and strategically figure out how you're going to make this
Critical thinking.
happen at its best. And so I was working with this girl. She's been gone off it for a while. She had a baby, and she was just a little bit like frantic in the mind. But that's just
Mm-hmm.
what she said was like kind of like how she's been dealing with her life after pregnancy.
Mm.
And we're just talking and stuff like that. She's going through a lot in her own space and mind, and I am just a Virgo. What I don't ever bring to my jobs is what I'm going through in my space and my mind. So it's really hard to like have to go to be in that empathetic mode when you're trying to focus on work. So
Mm-hmm.
it came to a point where like it was giving TMI to the client. Like she was just overly talking to the client, giving the information they do not need to know. Honey, it's called just keep it to
Ooh.
yourself, because in my mind we're both minorities as well, and
Right.
we're going to this really extravagant, beautiful home. Don't act like you ain't never been nowhere,
Ooh.
okay? Because I've been in a lot of beautiful homes, celebrity homes. So I'm Gucci. It was a nice home, yes, but am I dying or have to let you know how I love everything? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm there for.
Right.
And I just find that it's very critical when you are in a minority person and you're working with other people and you are kind of catering to their needs, to understand and still receive the respect that is needed, and not for them to treat you like you are a charity case, because that is very
Right.
important. It's
Right.
very important. I've done a lot of catering and it could feel like that. But I'm used to being around those individuals, so I know how to handle myself, and I let them know that I'm not just this person. And we talk about that a lot, even just as a server or, working in a restaurant. You're not just that person serving them a table. You have an identity that is
Yeah.
outside of that work. And so it is important for you to shine. It doesn't mean you have to tell them what you do, but you need to show that professionalism and that clean, poised personality. So they don't
Mm-hmm.
treat you like a help. You demand your respect that way. So,
Mm-hmm.
which is very interesting, to have to be in
Yeah.
that energy space. And I'm like, dude, they paired me with her. It was just me and her. I'm like, I know why they did that. Like, do I like it? No. Do I want to ever do it again? No. I definitely don't mind the catering, but I like to have my own flow and just do my own thing. And I know that is always nice, but I did give her a great pep talk at the end. And I hope I gave her some real tough love, because it was definitely giving Virgo energy of just how to like cut that out, because what no one needs to do is have to go to work and be dumped with your drama, be dumped with all the things that you're going through. I'm over here trying to make money. I'm trying to bring the energy so we can get paid extra for, we could take care of what we came to take care of for. So I say all that to
That's
say is leave your at home or at the door, wherever you are.
in
She
the
dumped
car.
so much on me. She dumped so much on me, girl. When we finally got back to drop everything off, I was like, "Do I get a shifty? I need to." I
Stop
had two
traumatizing.
tequila. I said I had to have two tequila shots. I was like, "Please, honey, I just went through it for the last 7 hours."
Trauma dumping is a thing. It's a thing. And like, it's so funny when you said something and made me think about work this week. I was working with these two girls, and like, it just, you can tell how I move, right? Like when I work with people who I really like, and not that I don't dislike anybody, but like if you are negative, I'm on the other side of the restaurant. Like I am not going to be by you, because I hate coming to work and hearing people complain about wanting tables, about wanting to go home. I hate that, because we all want tables. We are all here to make money, but you complaining about it is not bringing it in. It's actually bringing the energy down, and I can't be around you because I said my affirmations all day today. I listen to gospel music. I love listening to gospel music because it's like affirmations and like music form, and I love music. So like that's already in my ear while we're getting ready for work. Like, and as soon as I take that out, I hear you complaining. it's low vibrational and I can't be by you. And then they're just like, oh, Whitney, you're quiet. Yeah, because I don't have anything to say to you because you're being you. I don't like that. Like, I hate it. So I'm going to be over here where I can control my environment and my energy. And y'all can be over here and be negative. When I get a table,
Mm-hmm.
I'll come around. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
can't. I literally hate that so much. So y'all be mindful of like the energy that you're bringing around others. Like that is a killer. And then notice too, like self reflect. Like if you know that when you're around, everyone kind of like leaves away from you or he gets really quiet, maybe it's you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they don't want to be around you. Like
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
not it. That's not it. Like we
For
are
sure.
away from our families, our children, our loved ones. Like we're just away. It could be just away from being in bed, laying down, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to be here stuck with you complaining. No, it's a no for me.
It's a no. It's a no. And we are in the season, you guys, of like people got some stuff going on or just not able to handle life a lot. And it is so important to not be that person.
And like child, I literally was talking to my best friend. I was like, "Man, we need therapy, ho." Like we do. Like I think that like yes, we can maneuver through things and like we may make it look easy, but high key, I'm still dealing with trauma from over 10 years ago, childhood, all these things that I'm still dealing with, but I just have found a way to go through life and not put it on others and I deal with it how I deal with it, but we still do need to talk to somebody that's not each
Yeah.
other. Like we have to, but we've
Yeah.
been each other's like thing. Like I can talk to Erin. Erin was with me when I was going through a lot of my trauma. She probably didn't even realize, but like it's a lot. And like now, present day, like being 35 years old, it's like, girl, you you need professional help, but not in a way, not in a bad way of
Mm-hmm.
like, you're whatever, but like you do. Like a lot of us do need that professional help to like get it out so we don't come to work and dump it on others or talk to our best friend and dump it on them when they just want to have a light conversation and talk about something else and we're dumping about all this other stuff, like so you just don't realize. So you have to be really self-aware, and it takes a lot for us to say be self-aware and go to therapy, but be self-aware, girl, and go to therapy. Like
Yeah.
we need it, we all need it. Like
Mm.
everyone can benefit from therapy, everybody.
Yeah. And I think there's so many outlets out there for people and some people can don't have health insurance to afford it and I know they have some resources out there that still end up being really expensive. So if it's like something you want and you don't have the funds to get to it, find other things until you make it to that place. Find
Yes.
other outlets to do until you make it to that place. So that could be finding like life coaches online or support text
Mm-hmm.
groups where you're with other people if you're in different arenas, like find different ways to start the process that way, like as
Mm-hmm.
you're flowing through it, you know how to navigate what it is that you want when you do receive whatever you need to pay for it in those funding ways like that. So
Mm-hmm.
and if you are someone that's going through financial situation, please reach out to your local Texas or your state health and human services. That's usually like your Medicaid, your CHIPS, all of those things. You may not think you qualify. Keep trying. I want to stress keep trying because they do offer it to parents that are guardians of children, or sometimes even if you're a woman that's just kind of going through something, you probably can get a little bit of help. And sometimes just even going to see the doctor, make sure your levels are good. Health issues can come to terms with some things of behavior or your behavior will turn into health. So anything you guys can do to try to find that out, please don't give up on yourself. Just keep
Yeah.
trying.
That's good. Don't give up on yourself. And honestly, too, like find out what it will cost. So it may
Mm-hmm.
not be as much as you think, or it could be like, okay, cool. I'm going to pick up extra shift. I'm going to DoorDash. I'm going to do whatever it is, like whatever little side hustle to make it so I can pay for my therapy for the next 3 months or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Christmas is coming up. Could That's a gift to pay for my
Yes.
therapy, like just out of the box, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes it seems so unattainable, and you just like Erin said, you just never know.
You
Especially
never know.
mental health is so big right now. There's so many free resources for things, even if it's a couple of sessions that you can get for free, and then you can go to another thing, get some free sessions there, and then like just how you do with when you try to get free stars, you use a bunch of different emails.
Yeah.
Go to all the little things and get a bunch of free trials for some therapy and keep it finesse the system to get
Yeah,
you some
yeah. They
therapy.
finesse you every day, you know. They got you working and stressing out to live. You know,
Yes.
this is a rat race that we're living in, and it's super important for us to understand that. Like there's nothing that we can do to live a better life besides to be present and resourceful. Because when you're
Mm-hmm.
so trapped into all the things that are going wrong for you, you're gonna miss how to find out how to make it better for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is our encouragement for you to end Q4 with your mental health as a priority. You know why? Because everyone is receiving everyone's energy, and it's hard to block that out. Like we are not magical genies. It's hard if you're looking at someone every day and they follow you around the office or the store, whatever, and you can't get away from it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, misery loves company, and two people with bad energy is just a bad mix everywhere.
Ooh.
So we must find the way to spread our wings and have other things, even if it's just going to the gym, being strategic about working out. Not everybody likes to work
Yes.
out, but you need to walk. You need to get out
Or
of your
even go
four
for a
corners. You
walk.
need to do something. You have
Yes,
to.
like walks. Even I see that all the time, like going for a 30-minute walk changes the game. Like I love walking around my neighborhood. I'll drop Jonah off from school and just go walk around. Like it's not even
Mm-hmm.
a direct path. I just like looking at the houses, come back, and you could still lay down for 5 minutes or whatever, take a shower, and like you just feel so much better just being out with nature and your own thoughts, just like kind of just breaking away. You don't have to run. You don't have to really like. You just walk. That is it, and it
Yeah.
it has helped me a whole lot for sure.
Yeah, more
For sure.
physical activity will definitely help the productivity in your brain cells. Okay, so
Hmm.
make sure we are doing everything we need to do to make life just that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, dang, I wish I could find it, but I saw this thing the other day and it said like sometimes like you have those friends or those people who are going through things and you try to like give them the positivity, the affirmations or the resources for help and whatever, and then all their responses are negative. Like, they always have like a response that's just like, well, no, that's not going to work or whatever negative thing they have to say. And the thing said, at some point, you just have to let them be in that and know that you are more important. Not saying that they are not important, but you are more important and you are going to have to break away and you're gonna have to go this way and leave them right there, and that is
Yeah.
okay. That is okay. Because a lot of times you feel bad because I just did a whole change and it's like, dang, there's some certain people who I still think about. I'm like, dang, I hope they're okay and da 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 da. But it's like I do have to leave them where they are because they're not they're not going this way, and that's where I'm trying to go, and they're okay with being here, and that doesn't work for me, so I'm gonna have to keep excelling, and whenever they decide to is when we can meet, but I'm gonna have to leave them right there, and that's okay, and I can just
Hmm.
pray for them and hope that they're doing good, and that's it, because you can't save everybody who they just don't want to be saved. They're just in that moment. Let them be, but you cannot save everybody. You can't.
You actually can't save anyone. I think that's like the theory. That's the truth, right? You cannot save anyone. They're always going to save themselves. You might just be a guiding force for them to get there. Because
Yeah.
ultimately, when they decide to allow something to take them back down, that saving was no longer saved because saving is a full term, long, lifelong thing. So it is very important. We have friends that we love, you have family members that you love, and we want to be there for everybody. We just are so used to having that title of friend, family that you feel obligated. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to say that there's one obligation in the world, and that is you. You're obligated to yourself to be the best version of yourself, and your family and your friends will always take you down. They don't intentionally mean to do that. I'm not saying
Right.
that. However, They don't know you're growing until you allow them to understand where you are in your space right now. And it is important to put respect on your name, respect on what you want, and really show up for yourself. Because when people realize that you are no longer available, they will stop. And then you will get
Mhm.
to live the life that you always wanted to.
Yeah. Period. Period. But it's like, I love this time of the year because it's like festive and it's fun. Um, the park that I talk about all the time, they had the Christmas parade this weekend, and they put up all the Christmas lights, and it's so pretty. Like one night, I think it was Thursday night, I was coming home from work, and they had all the lights up, and I legit almost cried. It was just beautiful, like just seeing all the Christmas lights, and they redid the park, so they have new ones this year. It was just like magical and dreamy. And I picked up Jonah. He was asleep, and I was mad. I'm like, Jonah, wake up. We got to go see the lights. You have to wake up. So he's like half asleep looking at the lights. I'm like, look, it's just so pretty. But like, I just love this time of the year. And it's holiday parties and Friendsgivings and all those things. So and when we're gathering with your friends, you're going over to your auntie, your mama house for whatever, please be mindful of the energy that you are bringing into the function. Okay? Just be mindful. If you got to talk to
Absolutely.
yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself in the car, talk to yourself at the front door before you press the doorbell or knock on the door. Do whatever you need to do to like cleanse yourself. I'm gonna have a great time. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna bond with my family. Like these are things that I say all the time. And that's what will happen. Like you will, that's literally what will happen if you say
Mm-hmm.
all those things. Say all the positive things that you want to happen before you go in. And I promise you, you'll be more conscious and you'll be more mindful of what you do, what you say to create the environment that you said that you were going to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like holiday parties are here, work functions are here. Super important. Obviously, we know we're working and we have to go to the holiday party. But that doesn't mean you don't have time to get to know people in real life. You don't have to talk about work all the time. Or if you guys are talking about work, talk about all the fun pieces about work, not what
Yes.
Sarah Lee, Jamie, and Katie had did. Thus,
Yes.
lead them out of that. Just try to bring the energy of like, yes, we're happy that they are celebrating us and giving us free food and drinks.
Yeah,
That's the
that's a
part.
big thing. Because that's why a lot of times I don't like hanging out with people at work because everyone at work, we talk about work, but we talk about the negative things that happen at work. And I
Yes.
don't like that. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You can miss me with all of that. That's the number one reason why I don't hang out with people from work. So yeah, don't complain. Yeah, don't complain about Susie. Don't complain about none of that. No, because it's not going to change nothing. Like you complaining about it. Like no,
Nothing gonna
let's
change.
we can laugh about the whatever happened with table number whatever you saw how, like we can laugh about those things, but yeah, let's not complain about the manager we don't like or how this person did. No. Mm-mm. Let's leave that. That's
Yeah.
just it's low vibrational. I don't like it.
I think the cardinal rule into the December spiciness is to when we identify a situation that's becoming negative or not fun or toxic or the conversation is going left, we are going to have a code word to get out of that conversation, dip out, or just, oh, I gotta use the restroom, never come back. Or we are going to try to change the conversation in any way that we can, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's really be mindful of that because the point of being having a holiday celebration is to celebrate. We can't celebrate if we got negative Susie over here with all her stuff. She came in here with all her family stuff. We ain't come to hear what's going wrong in your life. We came to
Mm-hmm.
get away from life and enjoy the
Yes.
time with you. We are
Yes.
adults. We are living life. It is a very hard time right now. The economic system's crazy. People are going crazy every day, but it is your choice to decide how you're going to handle that. Either you going to ride the wave with them or you going to surf on your own. Do you want to swag surf or do you want to ride the wave? Which one? I'm surfing because you know what? The agility and the mobility in my body lets me know that I am in the right place. Because you know what? I have to get out of my comfort zone and do something I'm not really willing to do. Being
Mm-hmm.
comfortable is staying in that arena and just listening and just nodding your head like it's okay. That's comfortable, it's safe, whatever. But being uncomfortable is getting away, and they might talk a little trash about you because you walked away. But you know what, you like, you know what? I don't want to hear this. I gotta go. Let them
Yeah.
talk. Cause I'm riding my
Let them
own. I'm
talk.
surfing.
They
I'm
gonna
not
talk
just gonna
anyway.
ride the wave. They're gonna talk anyway. So give them something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Give
That's
them something
it.
to talk about. It's super important to be mindful. It's like, can we can adults get a free course of mindfulness in New Age? Like, is
And
that a thing?
Erin knows I'm very big on this, and I was like thinking about this weekend. I'm like, maybe I'm putting too much like not pressure, but like I'm very much like if I am away from my son and away from work where I'm making money, I better be having the best time of my life. That's just how I feel. So what we doing? I am not here to be negative, to complain, to not have fun because I can sulk by myself, which I don't even do that. Like I literally am trying to be very intentional with everything. So like, yo, let's have fun, let's turn up. And I don't mean we have to get drunk, wasted, or like whatever, but like keep the conversations light. Let's
Hmm.
laugh, like let's
Hmm.
rejoice, like something.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mm.
yes. Like I just cannot like, and I think about everybody. Like I'm not the only one. Like we are all here away from all of these things. Like I don't want anyone to feel like, damn, here it is, Whitney talking about this. Like I don't want that. Like I just don't want that. I want to be like the life of the party and not like the
Yeah.
Debbie Downer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Be the light in every room. That's always like my mantra. Like I always want to be
Mm-hmm.
that. Speaking of that, like I used to have like a group of girls I would hang out with during quarantine, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
really see each other much. I had saw them for my niece's birthday. And I was like, you know what? I have like some free time a little bit on Saturday. Like, let me hit them up, see if they're available. If they are, they are. They ain't. It is what it is.
And I love that
And
Erin did that.
that's really big
Why?
of me because I was like, I do have a lot of stuff to do, honey. Definitely a lot of stuff I need to do in that downtime, but I don't prioritize enough socialization. I don't. I have definitely become more of a hermit that I know that I am, and I have to prioritize socialization so I can be in other energy spaces that I know are good. So reach out to these ladies. I found the place. I picked it where it was central for everybody because we all kind of live far. So let them have two options. Cool. They were there. They met up. Some brought some of their friends that we didn't know, which was cool. I was like, this is just an open space. I came in with the intention. I just want to be around different energies. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what I'm going through, but we're going to have a good time because we're just going to laugh. I already know. So it just ended up being really cool. And they're like, yeah, Erin, when you reached out for brunch, like we were like, what? Erin wants to do something. Let's go. It's like, yay, I'm glad that you decided because that is a big thing, I'm glad you
They
see
know
it, sis.
Chad.
I'm glad you see it, sis, because
Because one thing
that is
Virgos do
it.
not do, okay, they is not with it, all right?
We
They
not
ain't with it.
child because I will be in her mode forever unless I magically push myself up out that thing. Seriously, it's serious. So I was intentional about it, and I'm glad that they came, and then we ended up hanging out a little bit again later on that night, and it was really a really really good day. And I just, we all were like, we do need to prioritize just something outside of our own lives. Sometimes it's just nice to take away from adulting for one sec. I still got laundry, still over there. That should have been done, but that's not fun.
Yeah,
That's not
I
fun.
did laundry
And
all
it's
day
also
yesterday, so I get it.
it's not helping. Yesterday I did a whole bunch of nothing, but it was great. But I needed it. I need to
Yes.
decompress because I have a lot to do every day, child, like every day of my life. So it's just really important to prioritize. So when you guys are having friends time and are doing things, realize that you are taking away time and energy from family, life, all the things. So it's important to go in that place intentional of having fun. And I swear to you guys, even if you're going through stuff on your own, just go in there with the mindset like, man, I'm about to go have fun and we're just gonna laugh and talk. And even if you say that to yourself, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But if you're going in there with like, damn, Timothy just made me mad. Erica called out of work. Like, you're going in with all your stress, and that's just what you're gonna be portraying. But if you literally be like, no, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna vibe, we're gonna talk, that's what's gonna happen. Your brain
Mm-hmm.
is set up for you to be successful. But if you put in there non-successful, low vibrational thoughts, that's exactly what you are going to receive. Period.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
I went in there, was so intentional. It came out, the thing, the shindig was better than I thought. I was just like, yo,
See?
I'm just getting out the house. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go and be this person. And I'm meeting new people. So it's like, oh, this, and I was like, you know what? No, actually, like, I'm just, I'm intentional. I'm intentional, and I mean, it is what it is. I intentionally made this happen, and here I am. Okay, so it's given intentional.
Yes.
People will tell you who you are, but you know who you are. And I've done the work. And sometimes I
Yes.
could come off a little like you don't know where to take me, but it's just because you're not secure in yourself. Because I don't do anything. I'm not mean. I don't shade you. I don't roll my eyes. I really don't do any of that. So when you feel uncomfortable with my energy, it is an internal thing, and I will
Yeah.
revert it back to you to let you know. Um, Also, one thing I've noticed is like a lot of people that are super high in religion, if you ask them their zodiac sign, they're like, ugh, they get very offensive because in the Bible that is an offensive thing, or there's some words around it that aren't good charismatic things. But I want to be very real about it. Like, zodiac signs are just a personality trait that most
Right.
people carry within those signs of basically how the karmic system has worked out. And most of the time it's correct. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
got like a little pushback when I asked this person their sign, because like they're just me. And I'm like, I know how that works with when people are super spiritual.
What was their
But
sign?
Aries. So
Mm-mm.
I gave him the tea, and he was like, you right there. I was like, I'm just right, and it's okay. I'm not trying to be right, but don't come in because there's a lot of things in the Bible that aren't necessarily the best things in our real day to day life too, right?
Yeah.
So let's not pick and choose what we
Right.
want to take out. There's some
Right.
things in there that gives a little bit off of some, and there's some things that's going great. So let's not be choosy on what we accept
I
and what
get
we
that
can't.
because my
So
grandma's an Aries. Her Alice is an Aries. They have the same birthday. So,
yeah, I and Aries men are intense.
ooh.
So but it was a good vibe for sure. No complaints there. But yeah, so hang out with your friends. If it comes in your mind, do it.
Yes.
Just do it.
Yeah. Make
Make it
time for your
happen.
friends. Yes. Make time for your friends. We're actually, Dash's birthday is coming up. Him and one of my grandmothers have the same birthday, and we're actually like planning a birthday party for Dash. It's very,
Love it.
very exciting and I told him today, I'm like, I'm just excited to celebrate you. Like,
Yes.
because you do so much for people that you probably don't even realize. Like last week, we ended up going to Dash's house, like so random. Like we were me and Jonah are in Publix, and Dash calls us, and I thought Dash was being funny, and he was like, "Man, bring me a ginger ale," and I was like, "A ginger ale, Dash?" He's like, "Yeah, one in a can." I'm like, "Dash, you sound like somebody's granny. I'm not bringing you a ginger ale," and he was dead serious. And Jonah, he's like, we were shopping around. He was like, "Ooh, I want a sugar cookie with sprinkles," because Jonah got one. And we literally went to Dash's house, brought him a ginger ale and a sugar cookie with sprinkles. But we
Love it.
literally just ended up being over there for like a couple of hours. And it's like, this time was so important
Mm.
because like Jonah got to see him hang out. Jonah loves Dash so much. I love
Oh,
Dash, but it's like we were supposed to be there at that time to spend that
yes.
quality time with him
Yes.
and then go home, have dinner and whatever. But like it wasn't nothing, no, nothing crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
like I don't think that like sometimes a lot of times your friends help you with your mental health and help you get out
Yes.
of those ruts and help you by just going over, hanging out, and just talking about nothing, talking about everything, watching football, whatever. But like just having those little moments mean a lot.
In the
So
world. It's
yeah,
the little moments.
celebrate your friends.
And shout out to Dad. She does do a lot. So it's like, there's people out there that just need a little, everybody needs a little something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are bringing weird energy and you guys have an estranged friendship, acknowledge it and talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like that's true friendship. No matter what's going on, maybe you got estranged for whatever reason, but being able to get back together is where it all makes it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love that. Shout outs
For
to
sure.
Dash.
Yeah.
Birthdays, the Capricorn. Let's do Sagittarius. Which one?
He's a cap, big cap.
Yeah. Yeah. Big cap energy. It's coming in strong. My son's a Capricorn. I am ecstatic. I need to start actually planning his, but I'm excited for these caps. They mean well, but they mean
Mm-hmm.
business too.
Yeah.
Period.
It's it. Yeah. Yes.
I said what I
For
said.
sure. Jahan always, even as a little child, was
Oh
standing
my
on
gosh.
business. Okay.
Standing on
So
business, girl. Standing on business. He's standing on it, child. I'm like, dude,
yes.
who are you? I actually gained a whole bunch of new tennis shoes, courtesy of my son, over the, cause I was organizing over the weekend.
Hmm.
And I was like, ooh, finally, if you have a son, as
I
a
can't
parent,
wait.
you get one, like, you only get like a little small period of where you can fit like their shoes. And so
Mhm.
I came up. I came
That's
up.
good. That's good. Because I know Jonah
Finally.
gonna be big and have a big foot, so I can't wait to. Maybe it's gonna be a while, but I can't wait to fit some
Mm-hmm.
shoes. That's gonna be fun.
Yes, you guys, it's the holiday season, whatever that means to you. This is my birth month.
Yeah.
So I feel like I am just enjoying it. I'm having a lot of like full circle epiphany moments. I am a mother of a teenager, honey, and you
Yeah.
be feeling it, child. You be feeling it. So I'm
Yeah. I
definitely feeling it.
remember. How old did Jahan turn that Christmas? That y'all we lived in Tampa together and y'all were going out of town and me and Corrales met at Fridays. How old was he then? Like 3 or 4? Was he that small? No.
When we moved there, he wasn't even one yet. And then when I started working at Fridays right when I moved there. I just don't remember when. He was probably like 2 or 3. I can't
2000, so
remember.
that's 2010, 11. 10, 11.
So he would have been like 2 or 3. Yeah,
Okay.
because his birthday
Yeah,
is at
yeah,
the
yeah.
end, so it's probably like 2. But he
Mm-hmm.
was big, y'all. He
Yeah.
was he was a chunk, and so he looked way older than what he was because he was big. And it's so funny because he's like skinny
Big
jeans
now.
now, but like
Still, grown man. Yes.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
So
like a fond memory of that Christmas of us having like our own little like our first like little Christmas shindig. Like we were still new friends, so we weren't like
yeah.
at each other's house. We just did it at the
Hmm.
restaurant that we worked at. Like that's some
Yeah.
real food and bev shit right there. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's just grown to like so many other things. But I do remember that like it was yesterday. Us sitting in the bar and what was it? Those were like the 70s. What was those the table
Oh,
numbers? The
those
high
little
top,
booth things,
the
girl.
high
I
top
don't
booth.
know.
Maybe the
I don't
70s
know.
sitting over there.
Maybe.
Yes, I remember that. So
That
yes.
reminds me, like someone was mentioning a memory like about 2 years ago the other day, and I was like, I don't remember that. My memory game, it is not good because honestly, I don't even remember which scenario you're talking about right now. Like, I don't know if I need what they say carrots. What they say carrots help with the memory, girl. I don't know. I need to eat more from child because the
I love
memory
carrots. Maybe that's
is
what helped
not
me because
set
I love
up.
carrots.
Because it's not set up. I don't know about y'all,
But
but my memory is not good.
I bet you remember
Oh,
baby carrot though.
I do. I do. I do. I don't think I'll ever forget. I'll never forget buried carrot. That one was just very traumatic almost. So I think dramatic scenarios, you always remember them.
I mean,
It was pretty
sorry,
dramatic just thinking about it, right? Like that is not something you want anyone to ever have to experience. Um, it
it's
was really
life.
funny. It's still funny, but it's definitely sad. It's sad at this point. You're like, dang, sir, what you going through? You going through it still. Probably not funny. Fun fact is I want to say Barry Carrot is married now.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm like, okay.
Prayers to her.
Like you a real woman, okay? It's a real woman for me. Honey, I ain't her. I'm not that's like, there's like certain things you're mature at. I'm like, that one's just not my strong suit. I'm just you know what you're good at. That one ain't it.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I know. Well, until next time, you guys, we might, if you want to know more about what that reference is, you'll just have to drop some carrots in the comment section or drop some carrots in our comment section on our podcast page, hospitality underscore queens on Instagram to follow us. Follow me, Get
Yes.
Toned with E on Instagram. I'll be posting lots of cool things that I've been doing over the last few weeks or whatever. So make sure you guys follow and tap in.
Yes, and follow me on Instagram at Whitney White. It's Whitney with 3 Y's. And it's right here on the screen. So yes, follow us, tap in, and connect, and drop those baby carrots. I mean, drop the carrots in the comment section. That is so funny. Until next
All right,
time.
until next time. Peace.